Welcome back, you guys, to week 3 of the Holiday Sales 5-week bootcamp. Can you believe that we're already we're kind of halfway there, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are halfway there. That's crazy. So we are so excited to have you guys all come back here as we continue to keep building toward your holiday sales success, right? That's what we're here for. So Sarah and I are going to be diving into our favorite topic, one of our favorite topics today, and that is all about automation. We are automation geeks, aren't we, Sarah?
Yes.
First, we're going to just quickly recap what we've learned so far. What have we done so far? Okay. So in week 1, we focused on creating your opt-in form. Remember that? So that's where we want to start, capturing all of those leads and doing it in a simple way, right? And in week 2, we talked about setting up your engaging email campaign so that we can keep those leads excited about, what's coming, right? And, what holiday sales you have going on. Now, if you haven't already shared your opt-in forms or your email campaign that you set up, we would love to have you guys take a screenshot of that and post that in the group. You can post it, a link to it here on YouTube, wherever, whatever's easiest for you. But we would love to see what you're working on. All right. And you can do that in the comments or over in the group as well. There's a homework feed too. Okay. All right. So just would love to see how you're progressing. We really want this, we're doing this boot camp for you, right? It's no cost and it's step by step. And we, this is to help you actually, get your sales campaign ready now. Okay. Because if you've ever experienced this in the past, and I know that I have, I've waited to the last minute and it wasn't fun. Okay. So, unnecessary stress. So now for week 3, we're going to move on. We're going to be talking all about all the pieces that we have to put together, right? And it's the automation. And this is really where it becomes the game changer for us, okay? Because that's going to save us some time, right? And it's going to keep everything just running really, really smoothly. And even when you're busy, sipping hot cocoa or wrapping your gifts or whatever it is that you're going to be doing, or okay, because we want these things to happen in the background, like on autopilot. All right. So before we get into all the nitty gritty, we want to answer 2 important questions for you. So I'm going to go ahead and open share my screen here. We are in week 3. We're in page 15 of the workbook. And so let's answer these quick questions. All right. So how can automation save you time during the holiday season? Well, it's because we're setting up automated emails and workflows, right? So what we're doing by setting these up is that we're ensuring that all of these follow-ups and these reminders are going out on your behalf, right? Without you actually having to lift a finger. I mean, yes, you have to lift a finger in the beginning. You have all that work in the beginning to do. But you know what? After it's set up, it's it's on autopilot. So what does this do? It lets you focus on some higher priority tasks while you're still taking care of your leads and you're nurturing all those leads. Okay. So that's why it's so important. And that's how it can save you time. And the second question is, and we addressed this already in week 2, I think, but how often should you send your holiday emails? Well, just remember from last week that just be consistent with it. Okay. So that you're continuing to get the word out. All right. So consistency definitely is key. All right. And with automation, you can actually just schedule your holiday emails ahead of time so that you can stay out there in front of your audience without just scrambling to send to them all at the last minute and deciding what they should say and all that other good stuff. Right. All right. So now we're going to dive into to get started at setting these automations up so that we can take the stress out of your holiday season. Does that sound good to you guys? I know I would like less stress during the holidays. I'm all for that. All right. Okay. So we're going to prepare to set you guys up so that you're going to be a pro at automation. All right. This holiday season. All right. And it's not a difficult thing. And you can be a pro at this. So it's week 3 and we're going to show you, how to build just a seamless holiday workflow so that we're going to ensure that there's no tasks that slip through the cracks. There's no leads that fall through the cracks. All right. And just remember that with the right automation, you're going to be able to sit back and just, keep an eye on your holiday sales process and watch it run like magic. It really is going to feel like magic when you do that heavy lift in the beginning. All right. Just a little bit of work up front. All right. So now we're on to our fabulous SMART method that Sarah and I came up with. All right. So today's strategy, which is the action for today, right? What are we doing? We're building an automated workflow. And what that's going to do is it's going to move all of our leads really smoothly through your holiday sales funnel that we're building. Okay. The motivation today, the why are we doing this? Because automating your workflow really makes sure that every lead is nurtured properly without like manual intervention. All right. So you don't constantly have to be worrying about whether or not you're following up with them. You already have that process set up, right? And it's going to free you up for other things, right? Like focusing on your business, growing your business. Okay. Today's action or the actual tip today is to use SocialConnector's workflow automation. All right. Because they have some great features that will help you build your holiday sequence. All right. From lead capture to follow-up emails. I mean, and we can just set up automatic triggers, and it can actually be based on customer actions, right? So it's very, very customized, and it's just going to keep things moving freely, smoothly, flowing smoothly. That's what I meant to say. The reward today is your bonus. So the bonus that we have for you is we have a done for you holiday workflow template. It's ready for you to customize. Now, if you don't have SocialConnector, that's okay, because we'll give you a screenshot of that and you can just take it into your CRM and just, use it to build your workflow. Okay. All right. And then today's takeaway, which is going to be your next step, is you're just going to go build your holiday workflow right now. Okay. So that it's going to be ready, and you can just hit start. It'll be on autopilot while your leads are really going to be almost like seamlessly guided through your funnel. Okay. And you are going to thank yourself, believe me. All right. So with that said, we are going to turn it over to the fabulous Sarah. Yes. And I am going to remove my screen, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go.
All right. You can see that well. Okay. I'm talking to our chat support, working on something that Jody and I've been working on. So if it dings, ignore it. But that's just an example of how awesome our chat bots are. And I'm going to say bots. They're not bots. They're real people. So the one thing that you get, and I use them a lot, especially when we're in any complex automations. This little, I'll show you right here. You can see the little green dot. That means he wrote me, but we're going to ignore him for now. But that is our chat, and they're live people. They are amazing chat. I'm telling you, I have worked with a lot of different systems and companies, and our guys and gals, there are some gals too, are amazing. So if you're ever struggling, you don't have to wait. You can ask them. Now, again, they can only go so far. So Jody and I really push their limits. But yeah, I just want to point that out, because that's another service you get with SocialConnector. That's fabulous. So anyway, okay, workflows. We are going to show you a basic, simple workflow. First of all, automation should not be scary. I know I've heard things like, I don't want to automate because that's not personal, or I don't want to automate because, people don't like automation. I'm just telling you, most people, if not all, want whatever they're asking for or whatever they're trying to get from you immediately. So the more you can do the automation, but also then follow up with the conversation, is the best thing that you can do. People want it now. They don't want to wait for you. And most of the times we either forget, we get busy, or it takes a while to get back to them. The automation gets them what they were asking for right away. So remember that. You can be personal. You just got to learn to follow up. So, and we teach you that as well down the road. But simple systems is what we're looking for. So automation is key. So what we did is with this one, and this is my example one from our holiday bootcamp, I just built a simple workflow for you. And again, let me go back there. You find this in automations, and then I always I'm going to give you tips along the way as well. Always set up folders so you can find things and kind of categorize them. And then you can build things. So I set mine up as Holiday Bootcamp so I can easily find this. And then this is my workflow. First of all, our form. This is why we did it in the steps that we did it in. Your form is the trigger. So this is telling me, as I set it up, my trigger is the form Holiday Bootcamp, right? That's it. That's all it is. So anytime somebody submits that form, it's going to take them automatically through a workflow. So this is the workflow. We always tag everything. Tag everything. Make it simple. Make it for whatever thing you're doing. So I know I have at least, I got to look at my thing now, at least 8 streams of income. So 8 different businesses that I have within SocialConnector that I use. So I need to tag everything. Some people I know people who have like 27. I mean, just different things that they're doing. Simple. Some of them are, personal too. You can do personal in here and stuff like that too. But make sure you tag it. Again, I tagged mine Holiday Bootcamp. The other thing is if you're tracking, you don't have to do these things either. Some of these things are optional, but I'm trying to track like if you use Trello or use a board to move your leads through. It's called an opportunity or a pipeline, and it just moves them through different categories. So I set that up. Again, you don't have to do this. This is probably more complex. And I will tell you my first workflows, I did not use this one. But again, you just answer, it's a simple form that you're filling out here as well, but you just answer what it is. And then I always do an internal notification. And this just means it's going to notify me when somebody comes through. Again, so I can go make that personal connection. I can monitor it. I can do whatever I need to do, but it notifies me. And again, you just fill out the form. I could just put my name, but I use my contact information that's in the system. So it's automatic. I don't have to type it. User type, selected user. So I put me. I want it to notify me because I have a few people who help with my account. So I don't want them notified. I just want me. And then this is, I just put who the person was. I said I want the tag contact name. So it tells me who came through. So if Jody came through my form, it's going to say Jody registered for the Holiday Bootcamp. And that's just in my subject. And I'm getting this. This is coming to me. And then I put a message and I just said, awesome news. Jody came through, you're registered for your Holiday Bootcamp, right? Just a simple message just to let me know, because I get it on my phone. I can get it in my email, whatever that is. And then you always save, of course. And then again, I should have been showing you this along the way. Every time you want to save, always save, because I've lost it before. Then the second thing, I think this was week 2. Yes, week 2, we did our email sequences. And this is exactly why, because now I want to send my welcome email. And because of that, I always, like, this would say just email. I think it just says email. I always put a label, or, you can do, I put welcome there. You could put email/welcome, but always label each of these two so you can go back and tell what they are. But again, it's coming from me. So this is username. And again, this is just a tag. You can do contact user. This is user in this field. That means me. And then email address. Again, I just select the tag because I already have it in my system, or I could type it out. It doesn't matter. I put the subject that I want, and I select the template because it's templated up. We did that week 2. And so I selected my welcome template, and that's it. You can also test it here. I recommend always testing, but we're not going to today. And then I always put a weight. And my weight, and I did not put this on here, so I'm going to show you that I do this, is 99 days. I'm going to tell you why. So that's now my label. So I can quickly, let's show you that. So I can quickly see These people are waiting right here for me. The reason why I do that is because I only put one email right now, simple email, first workflow. If I want to change that and add more later, I can totally do that now. They're still waiting there. I didn't lose them. As soon as they go through that, so if this was a 1-day wait and say it's 10 days later, they're out of my workflow. I can't push them to the next thing. So at this point, I always recommend putting a wait for 99 days. You can always change it, and then you can always just add the next thing that you want. So you could say, I want another email. And then you could get that one ready. And then when it's ready and you save it, I'm not going to do that right now, but then you do that, then you can automatically say, okay, now I want to push all 4 people because it's time to go to this next email. You can push them automatically. And then again, I would always put a wait. So always at the end of them, I would recommend that. You don't have to. I just recommend that in case you change your mind. But that's it. This is our welcome series. And I did it that way. Now, if you remember in our email series, we did, I think, up to 4. This was 1. Then we have 3 more. You can just add them on here. If you have things like that you want to do it within 5 days of them getting their welcome email, 10 days, just a certain amount of days, or like you can do specific days. However, we talked about this a little bit, is if you don't know that and you want it sent on a specific day, it's called a campaign. And I have a few set up here. Oh, I should refresh because that one should have went out. Oh, it did it. Huh. That's weird. I'll have to look at that. That didn't switch. But anyway, this one did. It already sent. So what you do is if you want certain days, you just click on new. And we went over this the other day. Holiday. Again, I put everything in folders or label it. And say I wanted to send this one. These are all my templates that I have. And you just click on it. And always review it first and make sure it's how you want it. If you want to edit it, you can edit something. You can, just edit it, whatever you want to do, and then save it, of course. And then you're going to go to send and schedule. Again, we went over this last week. You can send now, you can schedule it, you can batch schedule it, and you can RSS schedule it, which I don't know what that is. Text schedule? I don't know. I don't use that one. But I usually then schedule everything. You put the date, the time, again, the sender email, the sender name, the subject line. This is optional. You can put a little pretext. And then, I've done most of these and used them. The majority, I just use my tags or specific people, which choose your contact tags. That's usually what I do. And then I track the clicks and then I save and schedule, right? Or just schedule it. We'll save it. You can also always send a test one before, especially if you're doing a mass amount. Like if you have hundreds or thousands of people, I would always recommend testing the email before it's sent out, looking at the formatting and stuff. And it just comes to your email. You can look at it and make sure it's how you want. But that's the different ways of automation. And I use both a lot. And then again, this is a simple one. You can pretty much do anything automation in here. And let's go back to here and I'll show you too. So this is the automation. The other one is campaigns, but say you wanted to add something new here. These are everything here is things that you can do in your automation. You can, I know Jody does Slack a lot. I don't do Slack. Jody does. You can do voice messages. MP3s, Messenger, of course, which is your Facebook page, so your business page, Messenger, Instagram. Again, all of these things here you can do. You can do webhooks. Jody and I were talking webhooks. That's very complex, but we talked about it. Yeah, that's what we do. Can do if else statements. Again, if this, then that, right? Just all of these things. And as you can see, you can do update appointments if they're doing appointments with you. There's our opportunity payments, like you can manage that kind of stuff and automate some of that. Marketing, affiliate, if you get into that, courses, like you can do things with courses, like if they get through a module, it sends them an email for you telling them congratulations. And then you can notify yourself they got through it. Pretty cool. Communities, there's also communities, and then certification, issue it. So lots of things you can do with automation. Again, simple is best when you're starting out. You don't need to be complex. And then you can internal notification and remind yourself to go contact that person. So pretty simple. Automation is not scary, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah. Jody, did I miss anything that you wanted?
Awesome, Sarah. No, it's great. And I love that we're keeping it simple because, this is how we get our sales campaigns built. Because if we try to do too much, and yes, SocialConnector can do a lot of things. You can create almost any automation you can think of. And I love digging in and trying really complex automations. Did I start that way? No, I didn't. I learned step by step. I built, one thing on top of another, and that's what you do. And honestly, like, if I want to set up a simple sales campaign, like for my Black Friday, I'm creating my own Black Friday while we're doing this boot camp, right? I am keeping it simple, you guys. So because I want to get it done, and I don't, I know that I get very busy, right? So I'm setting up a simple campaign alongside with all of our boot campers here. So, the simpler, the better right now. Okay. And then once we're done with that, you can take that campaign, you can clone it, and you can build upon that depending on what you want to do, right? Depending on your offer and, and how complex, you want that to be, or how automated you want it to be. And I just love automation, and it's just really cool to see how it all works together, especially when you put all that work in the beginning, right? And then you can just kind of kick back, not that you're kicking back, but you're working doing something else, but it's working in the background. That is what is so cool about all of this.
Yeah. And I always say too, start out simple, because you don't want to take your time to build something complex out, or something so complex or big, right? We'll even say big, because it could be, I have one that's like 90 days long, right?
Yeah.
It's like an onboarding or, just a training stuff. So before you build all that out, make sure people are going to like it, so test it out always first, see how people are responding. Plus, you want to get that the open rate, especially with emails and things like that, going, and then build up to, again, the larger, the more complex, or get it and expanding. Make it simple. Just always make it simple.
Yep.
The other thing is I didn't show this, but they have some what they call recipes or templates that if you didn't want to start out from scratch, I always like to start out from scratch, but sometimes I have, like on our calendars, you can do those, but they have like a birthday template. You could start out with that and it just loads it. And then again, you can modify it before saving. See, it's already built out for you, and you can kind of like learn too some of these more complicated. I don't want to say complex. They're not really complex.
Right.
Again, this is their journey.
Yes.
Just map it out on paper first, what you want it to do, what you want it to say, how you want them to act and respond, and what you do. Map it out on paper first, and then we can figure out how to build it.
Yeah.
But these recipes kind of show you that too. And so then you can even click on these and say, oh, this is an SMS. Do you want an SMS? No, maybe I want an email, and you can add an email, right?
Yeah.
But don't be scared of going in here and playing. Nothing goes live until you hit publish. And then it doesn't go, it's not really deployed until somebody hits it. So it's not going to hurt anything. You can always turn it off too.
That's
But
right.
play with it. Don't, I mean, I think I have like a million tests in here that I'm just testing out and seeing.
Yeah.
And then you can test it. You don't have to, it's not going to be public with anything. So it's not going to hurt, but don't be afraid to use some of those recipes and then build your own. I mean, at least it starts it for you, and you can always change these things, right? You don't have to use
everything. Yes, everything is tweakable. Yep. And what's really cool about today is that you're here for a holiday sales campaign, and you guys didn't know you were going to be getting recipes, did you? I love it. So much fun.
It's Christmas cookies today.
Maybe that's what we should have put in our promo.
We should have our little what do you call it, commercial before.
Yeah, so
you
fun
wanted to do those.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you did a great job, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is one of our favorite parts. So
yeah, that's right. Exactly. Putting it all together, right? So does anybody have any questions? I'm checking the comments right now. If we don't have any comments, we're probably going to start wrapping some things up. We're going to talk about homework and then give you guys back the gift of time, because it's a Wednesday evening. I don't know about you, but it's getting dark early here, and then we can just kind of go on with our evenings. But so I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen again. We're going to talk about the homework. Okay. But before we do that, I do want to just talk to you guys about CRM systems. If you have a system, all right, if you're considering something, and why SocialConnector is amazing. Okay. And that's why Sarah and I, it's our tool of choice. So, I mean, we couldn't be happier, right? But so SocialConnector is definitely, it's the complete automation solution. All right. I mean, you don't need, you can streamline, automate. You can grow your business. If you're a service person, you can actually, you can use this for your clients' business as well, right? So, I mean, there's dual opportunities here, right? So it's just very exciting. So, and you know what? There's a solution for every single step of your journey. There's, client relationship management, sales funnel automation that we're just talking about today. With our favorite thing, email marketing automation. Automation is, that's the big word here, right? Because that's what frees us up. There's task and project management as well included in SocialConnector. There's lead generation and nurturing. There are so many tools that you can't really. It's really it's really hard to explain everything that they have. But look at here. You can replace 15 or more tools and save at least $400 to $500 per month. Isn't that awesome? But look at all of these things that SocialConnector includes. And I've not found that in any other tool. And it did take me a year, like I said, in one of our previous weeks. It took me about a year to actually find my tool of choice. And I had to transition each time. But this is all that you get with this tool. And there's even more than that. But I just want to go over it briefly just to show you. So, in case you're on the fence, or if you don't have a CRM, or you have a CRM and you're not happy with it. Okay. So what's included? Well, they have something called Content Genius. It actually replaces ChatGPT basically. Okay. And you know what? The bundles that SocialConnector offers is perfect for every single stage of your business growth. And all the plans include the unlimited AI content creation. Okay. And the forms and the list building tools, everything. Okay. What else is included? They have SocialConnector Direct, which basically they're putting new things, new templates and things in your account every single, I believe it's every single month. Canva templates, all kinds of things. All right. And this is included in the platinum subscription, and it's no extra cost, which blows my mind. All right. They also have 24/7 live support and training calls. Sarah mentioned that she's on chat support all the time with these guys. It can be midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, and these folks actually answer your questions. They get your questions answered. Okay. They also have the trainings right with the CEO, Jeremy, and they're amazing. You're always learning with this tool as well. And it's great to have the support system too. So what else do you get? You get unlimited contacts with SocialConnector. You get contact pipelines. Sarah just mentioned, what did she just talk about today? Trello and moving your opportunities around. If you've ever used Trello, you can move your cards, your opportunities around, right? Well, you actually don't need Trello to manage your opportunities when you have SocialConnector, because it's just like a Trello board. You can see these little cards right here on that screen. Okay. It works just the same as Trello, but it's all interconnected. So you don't ever have to go out to a separate platform and try to figure things out and like do dual work, right? Like, repetitive tasks. Okay. They also have, of course, we know this because we've been building, right? So they've funnels and sites and forms and so many other things. So you don't have to use Google Forms. You don't have to use Jotform, right? They have complete funnels, a website builder. If you, it comes with a website. You don't even have to have a separate website, which blows my mind. And it's easy. It's drag and drop, just like the email. When we put our emails together, it's very similar to that. Also, let me see. They have blog. You can have as many blogs as you want. Oh, it's just crazy. You can also, which is a new thing, is you can register your domain. If you don't know what your domain name is going to be, you can now register it within SocialConnector. This is a new thing that they just added. They have two-way messaging and email marketing. And I could go on and on. They have course and communities, you guys. So if any of you are on my mailing list, you'll see that I've been sending out some emails lately. I lost my Facebook profile and I'm building my email list. Well, I'm also building a community very similar to our Facebook group that is off of social media. So if you want to check it out, come on over. It's free. It looks a lot like Facebook groups, but it's a lot different look and feel. They have an app that you can use so you can access it on your phone. All right. So I would invite you to come over and take a look at it, because then you can kind of assess it on your own, right? Because you never know if you want to create your own community. So there's just everything, you guys. There's marketing and automations, right? And like this says, you need a business that works while you sleep or play. All right. So no more downloading lists from Google or trying to manually reply to every Instagram comment, because they have a ManyChat replacement as well. All right. But there's so much more. So let's just take a little bit of a step back here, right? Because this is really just the beginning. Because SocialConnector really was designed to just do everything that you need to do right now, right? And then as you grow, it can take care of the things that you need to do later. That's why we talk today about starting it simple. You don't need to have it all figured out today, right? We start with our holiday sales campaign. We're doing one step at a time, right? We're only on week 3, and then we're building our knowledge base, right? We're putting tools in our toolkit, and we're going to build on that as we go. But this is our starting point. All right. Okay. So they also give so many bonuses, you guys. It's just crazy. There's over 130 bonuses every single month. You're already getting, like an all-in-one package, but there's also bonuses that just take it over the top. And that's really what brought me to SocialConnector. Okay. So one of the bonuses is you get an automatic birthday messenger, right? So you're not constantly having to, send those out on your own. And you know what? It helps with engagement, right? Because that's what we need to be doing. We need to have a human touch as well, right? And that's the first step, is to reach out and say happy birthday, and then get those conversations going. There's also an automatic post engager, okay, which is another cool tool. It's kind of like the ManyChat thing, very, very similar. They have automation mastery, which is just a step-by-step guide. It's free. You get that. All right. And it's normally something like this would be around $4.97, but it's included in your package with SocialConnector, which I was like, oh my gosh. So, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, but I just want to show you a few things, all right, to get you excited. So if you have a CRM and your CRM doesn't include this, I would, just take a peek at this. Okay. Because I was amazed and I couldn't believe that it was almost like too good to be true. Right. But it's not too good to be true. It actually is true. But there's another thing called Let Story Drive. It's all about posting stories to Facebook. All right. Which is another bonus. And so who is this for? All right. So this is for you if you need organization so that you never lose another contact again. You don't want to keep constantly following up and sucking all of your time, right? And it'll help you help new clients get started, right? And and keep your team up to date, building relationships, all of that stuff. If you need to do things on social media like content creation, monitoring your posts, nurturing your posts, all that. List building, which is very important. And that's why we're doing our holiday sales campaign, because we want to build our lists. All right. Okay. So this is what I want you to imagine. All right. So imagine if you or your client, you could do this for your client, right? What if you could build your business without sacrificing more precious time in your personal life, right? Can you imagine that? Or automatically doing all the repeating parts, all the repetitive stuff of your daily actions that drain your energy. That's not why we started businesses, is it? And sometimes that does happen, right? We get sucked in and we didn't realize that there was so much to do. And, it does drain our energy sometimes. And imagine if you could reach more people each day and build your list of dream customers on autopilot, or set your phone down without fear that you might miss a potential sale or a comment of some kind, right? And how about have done for you content every single month? Can you imagine that? What about having all the tools you need in one system, no matter how much you grow? It doesn't matter how much you grow, you'll have, because they're adding tools on all the time. How about, can you imagine tracking every customer, every team member and prospect and staying connected to them? Doesn't that sound amazing? And what about having 24/7 support to help you get it done? This is what SocialConnector has, you guys. And that's why we shout this from the rooftop, all right? So I'm going to repeat this again. This tool replaces at least 15 or more tools and can save $400 to $500 per month. Okay. It's crazy, but I'm going to give you my own personal story. This is so cool because I'm not just talking the talk. I am walking the walk, you guys. This is my own personal savings experience. Okay. I am an operations manager. I told you that I'm a certified business strategist, and I do have my own clients. And I took it upon myself for one particular client. I performed an audit, an expense audit for my client. Okay. Because we do that as businesses, right? We want to cut expenses that we're not using. We should even do that in our household budgets, right? Because what if we have 2 Netflix accounts or whatever, right? So I went and performed an expense audit, and this is how much I'm going to be saving my client by switching my client over to SocialConnector from all of these. All right. Look at that, you guys. $11,512.04. Mind blowing, just mind blowing. All right. And, like Keep is an amazing platform, but that's all it does is CRM. Calendly schedules your appointments, right? And then Kajabi is it's a course creation site. So oh my gosh, like, and a lot of these things, after performing that expense audit, I found that we weren't even using them. So I honestly couldn't wait to get my client over to SocialConnector, and my client was blown away with that number. So isn't that cool? So I would highly recommend to you, if you're a service provider and you have access to like a client's numbers and things like that, that's something that you can do for your client. And listen, I think this is probably in one of my other slides, but I'm just going to say it right now because you have the opportunity. SocialConnector does have an affiliate program. So if you have clients and you want to recommend SocialConnector to your clients, you know what, you guys, you get affiliate commissions for that. Amazing. And if you start out just by having an account just for yourself and learning, just think about that. You're building it's like going to free school because you need a CRM anyway. Everybody needs a CRM, right? So, all right. So this is just another shot here, a slide here. And so you're probably wondering, well, so how the heck much is this? Because you're telling me it has all this stuff. It has to be really expensive, right? Well, not really. It's $97 a month. And that's what it includes. It includes all of that. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And yeah, I mean, just the savings alone, right, is mind blowing. But then to see all the tools that you get, and you don't even really know until you get in there, right? It's easy for us to tell you everything that it does, but when you get in there and you get to see all what it really does in the back end is amazing. So I just want to ask you a couple questions, right? So if you could add an additional income stream to your business without adding more hours, would you do it? And what if it helped your clients too, right? Another question. Who else is looking to grow their business by helping their clients automate their processes, right? I know there are a lot of VAs in here, okay? Service providers and even social media managers who need tools, because guess what? SocialConnector includes a social media poster too, right? So bye-bye Later or bye-bye Hootsuite or, whatever the names of those tools are, right? So how would an extra income stream from recommending tools sound to you? I was so excited when I found out about it, I'll tell you. And have you ever thought about earning income just by helping your clients automate their business processes, right? Have you ever thought about that? It's kind of a no-brainer. And I was very excited about this opportunity because it is a dual opportunity. It's an opportunity to create your own processes, and it's an opportunity for you to add a service on as a service provider, right? And what if you could do it with just one tool? You don't have to buy a bunch of tools, a $97 a month tool. And then if your client comes on board, then you receive those recurring commissions. All right. So it's mind blowing. So that's why I had to share this today. So I do want to do a quick visualization exercise with you. Okay. So I want you to just take a second and visualize what your business could look like with SocialConnector fully integrated. Okay. And just picture how much time that you're going to save by automating your daily tasks. There's no more chasing after, follow-ups or manually managing client interactions, right? And imagine how your client relationships will actually thrive with smooth onboarding, automated communications, and just easier management. All right. And visualize your sales funnels working all in the background, right? Converting leads while you focus on other high value tasks, right? We're busy. We're busy entrepreneurs. And your business would really run like a well-oiled machine, and allowing you to just scale and to serve your clients with a little bit less effort. Who doesn't want that too, right? Okay. So now what I want you to do is just take a minute and just write down one way that you envision your business improving with SocialConnector. All right. Whether it's freeing up your hours, all right, your hours of time, maybe making client management seamless. Okay. Or how about generating leads through sales funnels, just like the funnels that we're building this week or this month, actually, in our 5-week bootcamp. All right. So, and this is what I'd like you to do is I'd like to turn that vision that we just talked about into some action. Okay. And I want you to commit to yourself. I want you to commit to implementing your holiday sales funnel in your business this season. All right. Sarah and I are working really hard. We're giving you all the steps that you need, right? And you just have to follow them exactly. That's all you have to do. Simple. Keep it simple. All right. So I just had to share that. So I want you to write that down, that you're going to commit to this, and and that you will actually implement it. All right. And that you're going to launch it. You're going to launch your holiday sales funnel. Okay. And you're going to be doing this ahead of Vegas. You're going to be ready to go. All right. So just remember that, just taking even just one step toward this automation can really transform how you operate and just free you up to grow your business in ways that you've only imagined. All right. And practicing by setting up your holiday campaign can just be that first step. All right. And you can take this knowledge with you and apply it to your entire business later on. So that is what is so cool about starting now, right? It doesn't end. Okay. So that is my little spiel about SocialConnector. I had to share it because I love it so much. And if anybody's interested, you guys, I've already told you can try it for free. Okay. There's a QR code here. You can take a picture of that with your phone. And that'll take you to you get a 14-day free trial. All right. With that QR code. We'll also go ahead and post the link in the comments so that, if you want to go try it out, go check it out, you guys. I would encourage you. It didn't take me long to, especially when I found out that they had a free trial, the free trial really, I was just very, very relieved and happy that I took the chance and did this with SocialConnector because they're amazing. So, all right, very good. So there's that. Now we're going to get back to our homework. Okay. All right. So what do we got going on this week, you guys? It's not too difficult. All right. So week number 3, we're going to set up an automation workflow in your CRM, in SocialConnector, whatever it is that you're using. Okay. Whatever tool you're using. And this should automate, some part of your holiday sales process, right? Like sending follow-up emails, reminders to your leads, things like that. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to sketch out your automation workflow. Now, Sarah just showed you exactly on that screen how simple it was. What was it, Sarah? Maybe like 5 little blocks. It wasn't that much, was it? So, again, keep it easy. All right. Keep it simple. And then we're going to have you set up your workflow in your CRM. So first you're going to sketch it, then you're going to go ahead and try setting it up in your CRM. Now, again, you get a bonus today, you guys. So if you're going to use SocialConnector, we can give you that bonus that will go right into your back office. Okay. And then you'll have it all set up for you and you can just go make a few tweaks. If you don't have SocialConnector, we will send you a PDF so that you'll have the exact sketch so that you can kind of walk yourself through that. Okay. Number 3 is to test your automation to get a feel for how it works. All right. We want to make sure that it's working smoothly. All right. So maybe you can run a test email or sequence or, just try to make sure that the trigger's working and things like that. Okay. And if you need help with any of this, Sarah and I are only a message away. Okay. So, and feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A in the Facebook group. And then number 4 is easy. When you're done with your homework, just post a screenshot of your automation workflow in the homework feed of the Facebook group and tag me or Sarah, okay, so that we can check it out, because, we want you to get going, and we want you to let us know how it's going, right? And if you need any help to really fine tune all of this, okay, because we're getting into the last bits here. And the automation piece is kind of bringing our forms and our emails together. So isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. So again, the bonus reminder is use that done for you template that Sarah generously put together for us, okay? And again, if you're using SocialConnector, it's ready to drop right into your system. So just let us know. You can actually just comment bonus and or tag one of us. And you can do that here in YouTube, or you can do that over in the group. And we'll make sure that we get you the bonus. Okay. All right. And again, if you're using a different CRM, just follow the screenshots or the little outline that we give you. Okay. All right. So I think that is about it. Sarah, is there anything else to add?
The only thing that I was going to reiterate is, again, this is a free boot camp that we're doing for you. So really utilize the questions while you have us. We're going to answer and respond to those, also free. So definitely use us right now. Any questions, wanting us to look at things, definitely do that, because that's why we're doing this. So we can show you how easy this can be, and also that we're here to help you. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah, absolutely. And we love automation, and we love seeing other entrepreneurs succeed. That's what our passion is. So, all right, you guys. So that is it for today. And we just want you to remember that automation is, what is it? It's a time saver. Okay. And that's why it's so important. So getting this set up now is just going to help your sales process run smoothly while you focus on your holiday tasks or whatever else that you're going to be doing. All right. So that is it for today. I'm really excited to see your homework over in the Facebook group. So make sure that you post that in the Facebook feed. And we do have that Q&A feed as well. Okay. So just ask the questions and make sure that you tag us with your homework, because we want to see it. All right. So that's it, you guys. Week 3 is done. We have your form. We have your email set up. And now we're going to put it all together with the automation. And then next week, we're going to talk about your sales pipeline and how you're going to manage the leads that are coming in, because you know what? When you get your offer out there, your leads are going to be coming in. Yes, they are. How exciting is that? So we're going to talk about what to do with them when they come in. All right. A lot of exciting things, huh, Sarah? Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thanks again, you guys. I had a great time tonight. We are having so much fun doing this boot camp with you, and we will see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. All right. Thanks. All right. Bye.